Hi everyone. Thank you for coming to Everyday Self-Care channel. I'm Coach Jimmy and today I want to talk about how to prepare for running race, and I will share 3 steps I usually take. First of all, the most important thing is to decide which race you're gonna run. And you don't have to run a whole marathon or anything, but whatever you feel comfortable. There is a lot of 5K runs or 10K, 10 miler, many different kinds. But most important thing is you feel comfortable. And in my case, I wasn't a runner at all. I hated running, so I couldn't even imagine running a 5K. So if you are people like that, there is even a 1 mile run, or something like you can run with kids, like 2K something, or any kind of race that allows you to walk too. So just choose any race that you've been interested in or you want to try. So most important part is first finding the date, right? It's a goal, so it's a deadline. So if you know the date, then you can calculate what you need to do backward. So first step is to decide what you want to do, when. And in my case, I am thinking about running San Antonio half marathon at the beginning of December. So that's my very first step, deciding that I'm gonna run. And if you can register, that's the best way. Even if you don't know if you can run or not, just registering, committing yourself, I think helps. In my case, because I injured my hip pelvis this February, so I still have to see how my pelvis or back will be. If it's hurting too much, I think it's better not to push myself too much, so I'm gonna have to give up. So I usually sign up for the race before I start training, but this particular race, I want to be careful and I want to prioritize my body condition first. So I'm not registering yet, but I already aimed at this particular race. So that's the very first step. And then what's the second step is find the training plan that works for you. Like once you signed up, a lot of times, especially if it's like 5K or something short enough, you feel like, yeah, I can just go and run. But maybe if you are young, that's possible. But if you're like me, like, towards the end of 40s, or, you're getting older, maybe you want to prepare your body towards the race. And in my case, I think coming up with my own plan without knowing what to expect is very energy consuming, because I don't have knowledge. I have to do the research. I don't know what to do. So since I first did my full marathon, what I've been doing is accessing Runner's World. There's a website called Runner's World, and they have different kinds of training plans. So if you Google Runner's World half marathon or full marathon or 5K or anything training plan, they have template. And even Nike Run Club, there is some kind of in the app, they have some plan. So it doesn't have to be Runner's World. There are many kinds of training plan. So whatever that fits your distance and aimed pace or time, I think that's good. So again, if you don't know your pace or if you don't know where to start, there is like always beginner's plan. So you can just start there. So in my case, I found Runner's World half marathon plan that's aiming under 2 hours and 30 minutes. I think the very first half marathon I did was 2 hours and 20 minutes-ish. So I'm like, yeah, after so many years, I'm okay as long as I can run faster than 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I found a plan and I printed it out. The reason is because it has like all the week 1, week 2, and days. And this plan has 3 times a week, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. But most important thing is what you can change the plan to whatever that works for you. So downloading the plan is second importance. But after you download the plan or print out or whatever, you got the plan, customize it so it matches your needs. So mine is my schedule. I usually have Mondays and Fridays off, so I didn't want to do the long run on Sunday, which is according to this plan. So I decided to do long run on Monday. So my schedule is Thursday, Saturday, and Monday. So that's my schedule. Another thing I added to this is from my past 2 full marathons, I learned that strength training is really important. One of the reasons that I injured my hip was probably because of not enough strength training in my back muscle. That's something that I learned from my physical therapist. So this is just running plan, but I added at least 2 days of strength training. And also another thing that I learned from the past 2 full marathon training is you need to rest 2 days. You can do something like yoga or swimming, like cross training, but you have to rest. So I added 2 days. Basically rest, but if I can, I will do one day yoga and for stretch and 1 day swimming, because my ultimate goal is to do triathlon. So that's my whole 1 week, 3 days of running, 2 days of strength training, and 2 days of rest. So that's the overall plan that I got. And the last step is to put everything in your calendar. If you use paper-based scheduler, that's fine. I use Google Calendar, but what I found most helpful is put the actual time, the slot in your calendar all the way to the race date, so that you know what to expect. If I don't put these plans in my calendar, it's so easy to schedule work or different commitments, and then it's hard to find the time to do the running or training. So right now I already put even the rest day, I put it in the calendar, all the schedules in my calendar, and you can see from what time to what time I am doing the running or strength training. And of course I will have busy days, right? I have business trips or trips with my family. In those days, I will be flexible, so I move these slots around. But because you already have these slots, it's gonna be easy to move it to different dates. But if you don't have it, it's so easy to be influenced by all these different schedules, irregular schedules. So that's why I first put everything in, and as different things happen, like business trips or family trips, I move things around to make it still possible to find time to do what I'm supposed to do within 1 week. So the day might change, or time might change, and maybe kind of strength training, might change. Maybe I will be just doing weightlifting at the gym instead of taking body pump class. But still, it's flexible. It can be changed. But the most important thing is keep the momentum going at the regular cadence. So again, Google Calendar, in my view, is really the easiest because I can just move things around so easily. So these are the 3 steps I usually take to get ready for any kind of running race. So I hope you can start doing this. This is very, very helpful because once you put everything in the calendar, you don't need any willpower. It's already scheduled in. Okay, change your clothes, put your shoes on, and run, or just go to the gym. Otherwise, if you don't have it in the calendar, it takes so much willpower to I have to run, but I don't have time. What should I do? And then you keep losing the time, and the day of the race will come. So I strongly recommend these methods if you're interested in running a race. So first, decide the race, decide the date. Second, download or print out or find the training plan that works for you. And 3, put all the training plan and hours and minutes into your calendar, and the rest is just follow the calendar and do it. So I think this is the great way to do self-care. You don't have to run the whole marathon again, even if like 5K race. It gives you good motivation and good daily exercise to move your body. So please try and try to take care of yourself and health this way. So thank you for coming to my everyday self-care channel. See you next time.